Welcome to my weekly roundup of what I've been up to in Hackney and Westminster. Well, it's been a busy week in Parliament. We got back from the conference recess and I was lucky to be drawn for a question to the Prime Minister. So I pressed him, of course, on child poverty. With 1 in 2 children in Hackney living in poverty after housing costs are taken into account, this is one of my top priorities, and it is also for a Labour government. So I'm going to keep pressing on that. I also was able to ask the Women and Equalities Minister about implementing Valerie's Law, which would be a more sensitive approach to deal with victims of domestic violence who are black and from other ethnic minority backgrounds. I've been working on this with Valerie's daughter and sister Space, the charity, and happily now have secured a meeting with the relevant minister to see if we can progress this after it's stalled under the last government. I also have been involved with the all-party group on leasehold reform. 2 key issues, if these affect you, please let me know. One is for shared owners with housing associations in leasehold blocks who pay an additional charge on top of their service charge for administration, which is very steep. If this affects you, please get in touch. And also the wider issues of insurance and whether it's really working for leaseholders. So again, if you've got issues about insurance, there's a group of us really planning to take that on. And I met with residents from the Pembury estate who lost their homes to fire in June. Happily, they all escaped with their lives, but for most of them with very little else. So there are real big issues about how we can support them to replace their belongings while they're in temporary accommodation. It's going to take some time before they move back. And there are issues for them individually, but also wider issues and lessons to be learned about supporting people who've lost their homes in a fire.